Good afternoon and a warm welcome to MCA Men's T20 Interstate Championship. What a day we have! This is big finals. One champion is to be found in next 40 overs. Perak, led by Amir Khan, is taking on Selangor, led by Vijay Uni, and Amir Khan will be tossing the coin. Uni will be asking, please sir. Tails is the call. Tails it is, won by Vijay Uni. Hey, first of all, congratulations for winning the toss. And what's the plan?
We'll bat first.
That's optimistic. What's the score in your mind?
Optimistic. I think it's the right call. I think we are here to dominate the game. Very glad we won the toss. I think we're ready to go, and the wicket's going to play the same. So yeah, that's our plan. And we have one change: is Aras coming in for Oli.
Any totals in your mind?
I mean, the total, whatever the situation goes, we'll see how the first 6 overs play out. I think anything above 160, 170 is for the taking for us.
And this, I have to say this one, the last game was nail biting. You won this game and moving to finals. How confident are you guys as a team?
I think the strength of this, we have smart cricketers, we have good cricketers. Might have the big names, but we have the best players for a team that's needed. So we are very confident. I think that's very important to have going to the finals. I think a win like that gives that extra boost as well. So it's very good going to the finals in that way. But end of the day, it's how we do today. It doesn't matter what we have done before. Yeah.
Agree on that. Wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And let's have a few words with Amir Khan, the captain of Para team. And you lost the toss, but I know your team is very strong. And what is your plan for the bowling?
Yeah, obviously because you just say if we're bowling first, so we need to bowl one area to get them struggle to get. We try to restrict them in power play, so that's the main part. We need to get an early wicket.
And any changes in your team now before previous games?
No, the previous same team playing. Same
And
level.
any targets in the mind you restrict them under?
Yeah, like a bowling attack, yes, I think we need to restrict them below 100. So that's our target for today.
Okay. And this is the finals, and less than 100 you want to shut down to, the opponents. And how confident are you coming to the finals? How confident are you as a team?
Yeah, obviously when you win 7 of 7, so I think it's a very good 100% confidence there. So our boss also, they're doing very well with the bowling, batting. So hope that today is the last day, so they will give 100%. Same.
We all love your team, your game, and Selangor as well. Looking forward for an exciting game today. Wish you good luck.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And here at the middle, Selangor have won the toss and elected to bat first. I'll join you from the com box shortly. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grandest stage of the MCA Men's T20 Interstate Championship 2025. It all comes down to this. It is Selangor versus Perak, a final that promises fireworks, fierce competition, and absolutely anything you can expect from two of the best sides taking on each other. We have the two teams, the two captains, and just that one dream now. Leading Selangor is the cool, calm, and the very commanding Vijay Unni, a man with a tactical mind sharper than the razor's edge. On the other side, Perak's fearless leader is Amir Khan, who has shown time and time again how good he is and he can be the heartbeat of the side. Conditions today are absolutely perfect. The pitch is shown us that it can be very sporting and it is offering that right balance between bat and ball. The outfield is, as always, expected to be lightning fast, and it is going to give teams equally good chances for the bowlers and the batters. Looking back at the tournament, it's been nothing short of spectacular. Perak blasted their way by a commanding 100-run victory in the last match, and Selangor are also riding to an absolute thriller against the mighty Kuala Lumpur. And both these sides have shown tremendous resilience. Just now, special mention to Amin, who was right at the center, sharing that electric moment with the both captains. So the news from the center is that Selangor have won the toss and they have decided to have a bat first, a decision that is absolutely going to be very crucial because you have to set a target in a final like this, especially on such a good batting track with the quick outfield in the mind. If that score is put on the board, there will be pressure right back for the chasing side. They definitely want to put a lot of runs on the board. And talking about runs, I have to mention some of the special names. Hasnan Ahmed absolutely has lit up this tournament from Selangor, 269 runs to his name, alongside fourth on that list. He has a chance to climb up, of course. It is the opener, Saifullah Malik, ever so elegant with his 214. Batters from Perak has also chipped in. Aslam Khan was sensational alongside some of the others, but the bowlers have done a good job as well. Prashant Madhukar from Selangor is the highest wicket taker. With that, it is Amir Khan Malik starting off the first ball, and quite awkwardly, Saifullah Malik is greeted with a snorter, almost announcing what the captain himself can do. So, with that, I welcome Amin up here at the com box. Good afternoon, Amin. This is the final we were waiting for, isn't it? Continuing is Amir Khan. He's always bowling that outswinger, and recently he's brought the keeper close to the stump, so does not really allow someone like Saifullah Malik to use his feet or perhaps come down at him. Amir Khan, not the fastest of the bowlers, but his medium pace can be quite uncanny for the opening batters, especially because he has that change of pace. So right now, starts off with two dot deliveries. Oh, that's a poor delivery down the leg side. That will be the first runs, and that too off extras. Good running between the wickets. Saifullah Malik is accompanied by Jinendra Murali. So he has good company today, and these two batters are in good form. So far in this tournament, lots of things have happened. We've seen many of the talents really stepping up to the occasion. I mentioned the batters, but Prashant Madhukar has been outstanding with the ball in this surface. It will be quite interesting to see. But with that, the first shot and the first six, perhaps, it is Jinendra Murali. Umpire signals four, but for a moment I thought that might have gone all the way. So a little bit of a confusion that will be checked, but nevertheless, what a shot that is pitched on the offside and raises to the occasion. What a batter this man has been, especially with that promotion of the order. He is really delivering for Selangor. And that is why we have to compliment the way this team has been structured, really. I think in every position, the batters and the all rounders have really started to deliver. and they have been helped away by some tactical decisions by the coach and the captain as well. One more time, that is down the leg side. Is that the finger going up? Yes, it is. Not the best of delivery. Even the batter is not so happy. He is quite disappointed with that. But regardless of it, Amir Khan Malik has already picked up a wicket, and that is not the best way to go back to the pavilion. That was staying down the leg side, and we have to wait for the umpire's confirmation. Yes, now he's walking back, and let's have a look at the replay. It is quite a delivery that you can be unhappy with, because when the ball is going down the leg side, you never want to get any kind of bat at it. So you have to feel for the batsman there, but the captain, Amir Khan Malik, will feel that he has already done the job. This is a partnership that can be very threatening, and on that occasion, he's picked up a wicket in the very first over. This is, of course, the final, where momentum and rhythm is something that you always want to be in your side. But right now, Amir Khan Malik is really getting a smile because he has provided the breakthrough. So now comes the man in form. It is Hasnain Ahmed and Saifullah Malik. This is the partnership that we have talked about all through that tournament. And they've really lit it up, like I mentioned before as well. And here they need to stitch up one last time, one more partnership. Can they do it? This is what we have to say. This is what we have to expect from Selangor. This is the last occasion. They really have to put that pedal on that accelerator. Starts off with the widest delivery to Hasnain, and he's off the mark straight away. Length delivery this time, pitched outside the off stump. Saifullah Malik wanted to get that elegant drive going, but he could not make contact with the ball on that occasion. So we have to say that this is a good over from Perak. The captain delivers with a wicket, and he's just gone for 7 runs. In this pitch, we have seen just a while ago in the morning match where Kuala Lumpur took on Johor, and we saw an absolute batting masterclass from that trailblazer, Said Aziz. So if you stay out there, if you wait for your opportunity, you can definitely cash in. Right now, for opening the innings came Saifullah Malik, the man with the silkiest cover drive that I have seen in this tournament. A classy batter in every sense of the word. And whenever he plays, it looks like he's an artist trying to paint with that willow in his hand. And his partner on the other side is Hasnain Ahmed. He's been absolutely phenomenal when he plays shots down the ground, and his wrist work is something that we have to appreciate. Right now, I'm finally joined by Amin. Good afternoon, Amin. It is the final. How do you think? Which team is having a little bit of an edge? Lahiru Darshana is the other bowler introduced into the attack, and he's been among the wickets in this tournament. Lahiru Darshana has provided Perak with breakthroughs whenever they felt they needed, and this is the best occasion for him to just start to deliver one more time for his side because the very dangerous batters are out there in the crease. And so far, he's not really provided Hasnain or Saifullah Malik with any kind of room. So, with that, couple of runs taken, but the start of the innings for Selangor hasn't been quite trailblazing. But we've seen that before. These are the kind of batters who like to give themselves a little bit of a time. But once they're settled in, we have seen how good that they can cash in. Lahiru Darshana is a bowler with a round arm action, and he's usually bowling with good pace as well. And is someone who is trusted with the new ball in this final. Just not happy with something at the very last moment. Hasnain is taking a little bit of time. No fast bowler is usually happy with that because when you steam in, sometimes you don't want to be interrupted. So I'll have to see what the reply is going to be from Lahiru Darshana. But nevertheless, he's someone who's very calm about himself. So not the most common approach that a fast bowler takes. Once again, playing with a good impression, he's willing to get his front foot towards the pitch of the ball. And early on in this innings, it's always something that is quite exciting because you really want to get going from the word go. It's T20 cricket first up, and secondly, it is the ever so important final. So you really don't have enough time. Before this, Lahiru Darshana has picked up 2 wickets in this tournament. He's been used very smartly by Amir Khan. On that occasion, he's gone down the leg side, and that will be another extra. This is something they'll have to keep in their mind because in a final like this, you don't want to give any kind of free runs for the opponent. Some of the players have really done exceedingly well in this tournament. I have to recall a few of them just after the completion of this delivery. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. This time rises slightly more than expected and gives the batter Hasnain Ahmed quite honest at the crease. Peter Isaac was once again stunning with the ball in hand alongside the ever so reliant Vishwaruban. Selangor also has one up their own rank. Jawad Ali has been very good with the ball. His medium pace has gotten them 7 wickets in this tournament. But some of the others, Wan Zarif from Pahang, as well as Nur Muhammad Alif, was excellent as well. That's a better delivery. Just pitching on the outside off stump and just helped on its direction. Right now, almost at the verge of completing the second over. It's 11 with the loss of 1. So Selangor, after winning the toss, when they decided to have a bat first, they were thinking of a total definitely. And that should be around that 170 to 180 runs mark because it is the all important final. Sometimes we talk about scoring that 200, which can often take your team to a very comfortable position. But even if you get something like 170 to 180, you can always feel that in a pressure situation such as a final, there is always the pressure of 20 odd runs. So with the wicket early on, 2 overs, then 12 with the loss of 1, Selangor are showing some kind of intent that they're willing to just hang in there, but runs are not flowing. Every opportunity is so far being seized by Perak, and so far every run is almost like gold dust. If they continue in this kind of a fashion, dot balls will continue to pile on. That's something that they will have to keep in their mind because these two batters, Saifullah Malik and Hassan Ahmed, are two of the best in terms of running between the wickets. At the moment, Amir Khan, the captain, is back. He has his tail up and he's bowling very well. He's attacking the stump, and you can sense that the fielders are just starting to buzz around, and the tension in the middle is already quite getting thick enough. This time, a little bit of a width provided and stopped in the inner circle. So that is why the ball doesn't travel to the boundary. Good effort. And now, with that, Hasnan gets a couple of more runs. In the middle, he's still trying to find that early rhythm. And Saifullah Malik is yet to get off the mark. The pressure is seemingly starting to just mount a little bit, but Perak's control with the new ball has been exemplary. Well, that is well bowled one more time. Just enough movement, getting it away from the right hander, direct hit, and the batter Hasnain safely makes it to his ground. So good effort by the fielder as well. In a match of this magnitude, sometimes the quiet moments also feel like they're loaded with a lot of drama. And you can always feel that something is just about to give in. Amir Khan has opted to bowl without a slip. And that's the pressure release shot, but he finds the fielder. So these are the moments that you start to feel that something out of the extraordinary is required. With provided this time, it was a fuller delivery. Saifullah Malik not being able to connect it towards the offside. Almost, almost did well there, but it's just that he failed to make contact. But so far, we have only seen one boundary, that too of the batter dismissed, Jinendra Murali. But after that, nothing really have come from the batters yet. But like I mentioned, these two can spend a little bit of time and can get the game towards themselves. And that will help them. That is a no ball. Amir Khan was bowling well. He was really putting in those dot deliveries in clusters. But suddenly, a no ball. You can see that he's very disappointed with himself. And Saifullah is a man who can definitely capitalize. Oh, he's missed it. He needed to get that boundary, but I have to say it was in the slot. And sometimes that is what pressure can do. He is one of the highest scorers in this tournament. But so far, Amir Khan Malik is controlling the ball very well. After the completion of the 3 overs, at the moment the score is 16 with the loss of 1. And Saifullah Malik is partnered by Hasnain Ahmed. Lahiru Darshana to continue. First ball with provided, slashed away on the offside. He needs to maintain the pressure, and singles are definitely not going to cut it. With that, I bring you guys Amin up here at the com box. Good afternoon, Amin.
Hey, hey, bro. Good afternoon. What a great game we are commentating today. This is the finals of MCA Men's T20 Championship Interstate, and 10 teams played. And finally, these two teams have come up for the finals, and they truly deserve this last game, especially Bera, undisputed, unbeaten in the whole tournament. When I asked Amir Khan, he said he's extremely confident in winning this cup.
Oh, that is going to be the pressure release. Short and smashed away. He's a performer with the bat, and now he's starting to look dangerous. Just one bounce, but that will do. Saifullah just needed that. Exactly what was required for Selangor.
That was a brilliant shot. And what a lovely, lovely back foot pull over the mid wicket. And that too against the likes of Lahiru Darshana, who is coming from Sri Lanka, played a top level cricket, even played for international team Sri Lanka.
Oh, that is absolute skill on demonstration. Just rock back onto that back foot and just gotten that inside out over the top of cover. Beautifully played, but he'll just get 2 runs. But you can sense that now Saifullah is starting to get into the groove.
One for two. Selangor looking so positive in this over. And speaking about the batting unit, Abrar Asnain is ranked number one among all in this competition. He scored 300 plus runs.
Oh, this time the timing is spectacular. That is thrashed. This time he doesn't make a out and he gets the boundary that he's looking for. Turning out to be the over that Selangor were hoping for, and none other than Saifullah Malik stepping in.
This is proving to be very productive for Selangor. When I had a chat with Selangor captain Vijay Uni, he mentioned that Para is full of superstars, but Selangor has good players with lots of confidence. They don't have many superstars in their side, but he said they are very confident.
I mean, it's all about balance in this game, and Selangor is a team who has such nice players, specially suited for each of the numbers that they play in. You can feel that Saifullah Malik is an outstanding opening batter. He's done the good work. He's one of the tournament highest run scorer as well. Hasnain Ahmed is a very handy all-rounder. He's delivering with both bat and ball. And some of the others, even Jawad Ali and the captain Vijay Unni, has stepped in whenever required. So they're a team who's really proved themselves throughout this tournament, and now up against a very solid team as well in Perak, who, like you mentioned, is full of superstars. Right now, they have had their grip in the game, which is slowly just gripping away because, like I mentioned, once Selangor starts to capitalize, they have shown us throughout this tournament that by that little bit of time, they can start doing a lot of damage.
Absolutely. This is going to be an interesting contest between these two giants. Para is easily the toughest one, but Selangor, if they manage to put anything like 160, 170, or close to 180 target, and it is going to be a match on because the scoreboard pressure is something you cannot describe. Even if you are a great batter, the pressure will be on. And Selangor, they are a gutsy team actually. They are a gutsy team. They are ready to take on any big names. That kind of attitude they have.
So with that, we are seeing spin for the first time. It is Mudita Lakshan. He's chipped in with wickets whenever the captain has handed the ball to him. And now is the biggest occasion where the team needs him to deliver. His left arm spin has been very clinical for the comfort of Perak throughout this tournament. And he's also among the wicket takers at the moment. He's riding third with 9 wickets. So he's up against Saifullah Malik, but I'll be very interested to see how he goes against Hasnain. He's someone who likes spin and he's someone who can smash them downtown. Let's see, he starts off well.
Very good, interesting contest as you said, Abrar. And also, it is also very interesting to see how Hasnain plays against Mudita Lakshan because Hasnain is in his sublime form, and you'll be like excited to take up the challenge because he's on a positive mood throughout this tournament.
On that occasion, he just opened himself up with that left arm spin of Mudita Lakshan. And so far, the control is exemplary. That is good bowling. Good
Very,
running between the wickets, just picks up one.
very smart bowling by Mudita, because this is a power play, but he's still maintaining a 1.1, so not giving any extras. A very smart operators, checking his field, seeing the batter, bowling accordingly.
Attempts the slog sweep, not in full control, and the fielder at deep mid wicket doesn't really have to do the work because the inner circle does the work and it's just a single. He's varying his speed, quite nicely. I think that's why it's been a little bit difficult.
I used to watch lots of interviews about the spinners and the legends, especially Bishan Singh Bedi and Abdul Qadir, who are the top spinners in the world. They have this ability of bowling that loopy ball and having that control where it lands. It looks like they can drag the ball back when the batters using the front foot or coming down the wicket. They literally drag the loop a little bit backwards and they get the batters out. That kind of an ability they have.
And so far, Mudita Lakshan is almost doing exactly what you're mentioning. He's used the length and varied it quite nicely. I thought for a moment that Hasnan was coming down at him, but you can see that due to that change of length, Hasnan was finding it very difficult. And now almost making a mistake. That is going to be a very big moment. Huge appeal, begging the umpire, but fortunately, Hasnan survives. Could have been a very big moment in this game.
That was a typical masterclass Sri Lankan run out. You heard my statement right, Abrad. Sri Lankans are very good at the fielding, their own bowling, and this is one of the prime example how quick Mudita Lakshan was and how smart he was thinking. The batter had no time to turn back and very close margin. Otherwise, he would have been out by this time.
Yes, and Mudita Lakshan, one of the standout performers of this tournament, has once again shown us that why he's so highly rated. In this over, he was so composed and disciplined. And even though he did not pick up a wicket, he just brought back momentum to his side. So, with that, his over is done, and in comes another very dangerous and competitive player. It is the big name, Sharvin Muniandi, who's done exceedingly well for Perak throughout this tournament. Amir Khan has used him very intelligently, and he has made sure that he's not tired for this final. Sometimes in a long tournament, fatigue can creep in, but Sharvin Muniandi should be fresh. And once you know that Sharvin Muniandi is in form, he can always do a lot of damage. Oh, what a shot that is! Lofted in the air and just teases the fielders and goes all the way for a six. That's how he plays. Beautiful shot, fuller delivery. Reads the length of it very early and smashes it. This is going to give him lots of confidence. And now Saifullah Malik is showing us that he is in charge of this run scoring for Selangor. A slower ball attempted by Sharvin, and that was pitched outside the off stump. Saifullah Malik went after it, almost chasing it towards the offside, and gets a single to bring back Hasnan. This is how good partnerships usually develop. We know today Hasnan is taking a little bit of time, but Saifullah Malik from the other side is really complementing well. And right now he's taking the attack to Perak. Fuller delivery this time, not the best footwork that we have seen from Hasnan, and just trying to guide it towards the third man area. He needs to find his focus because a lot relies on him. It's not about going after the bowling. He can do it. He can always compensate if he's allowed himself that little bit of time. But right now, in a difficult situation, it's going to show us what character he has. He can't afford to throw his wicket away. Sharvin, after conceding a six first up, has come back brilliantly. And that is what good players do. Length this time. Played off the front foot, pulled away nicely, but does not clear the inner circle. Good effort by the fielder at mid wicket. Another single, and Saifullah Malik is on strike. Now interesting. Saifullah has already gotten a 6 off Sharvin here. Slower delivery, good change up, smart bowling, in with a chance, and misses on that direct hit, but very good bowling from Sharvin. So maybe that first ball was a little bit of nerves from him, but after that, this is the kind of bowling you expect from him. So far, Perak has never really taken that lid off this, and the innings haven't started to prosper yet. The runs on the board is 39, and they've lost just one wicket. But it is the final. I think both the teams are definitely going to feel some pressure at some stage. Oh, waits for it, cuts it away, but would you believe it? That's gone straight to the fielder. It is Sharvin Muniandi who picks up a wicket and gets the last laugh against Saifullah Malik. He picks up the vital wicket, a man in form, and now Selangor will feel that they're in a spot of bother. They were relying a lot on Saifullah Malik, and he's performed very well with the bat. And even today, he was doing a good job until he decided to just have a poke at that. You can sense it was a slightly shorter pitch delivery, got to the pitch of it as well. It's just that in the end, he played it straight to the fielder at backward of point. So unfortunate for Selangor, but Perak will definitely feel that the power play has belonged to them. 6 overs done, the runs are 39, but it's that wickets column that will send a little bit of shiver down the spine and just bother Selangor a little bit. One Muhammad Azam, another young talent that has really shown us that he can bat, and he has also performed for this team throughout this tournament whenever he got an opportunity. So this man is no real underdog. He can perform as well, and Selangor will feel that they're still among good company. But this is the moment where Hasnan Ahmed needs to step up one more time. He has to face the spinners, and we know that he has a reputation, a very good reputation against quality spin. And right now, he needs to get control of this chase. Nicely played on the offside and gets a single off the very first ball. Mudita Lakshan is really in with a chance, and he's bowling very well. They started off by giving themselves a little bit of time, this Selangor, and the steady rhythm that they tried to build has been broken one more time. And it is the man with the golden arm, Sharvin, who's picked up a wicket. The Perak bowlers have struck to just keep that pressure maintained. Oh, that is beautifully bowled in with the arm, and Mudita Lakshan is almost bemused. For a moment, he really thought he is going to get a wicket here. Lucky for one Muhammad Azam that that ball did not travel to just castle him. Beautiful bowling. One more time, excellent delivery, just very good use of his arm, and with that shoulder, the angle is bringing the ball into the right-hander. Starting to look very difficult now for Selangor here. They'll want to keep an eye on the scoreboard as well, because Perak has a very, very strong batting lineup, a fearless lineup really. And when they get going, they don't look at the scoreboard sometimes. They just free their arms. What an over this is turning out to be. Oh, beautifully bowled. Thickish outside edge. The ball is going to run away to the boundary, but this has been an excellent over. Mudita Lakshan in this over has really tiled up the pressure, and look at how awkward that got for one there to play. And I think Mudita Lakshan will really ask his captain to just give him a slip next time he comes to bowl. He got in 4 consecutive dot deliveries with flawless control and perfect length. And then the last ball was absolutely magical. So 7 overs done. It's 44 with a loss of 2. But really, things are looking difficult. They've gotten a boundary, and that will just ease the nerves for one Muhammad Azam a little bit. But right now, the captaincy from Amir Khan has been spectacular as well. He's bringing in Sharvin Muniandi because he's feeling that maybe just one more wicket here of that man Hasnain can open the floodgates here. And now the batter is ready. Hasnain absolutely needs to dig in and stay very calm. He can't afford to play any kind of false stroke. Good use of the soft hands and get a single. That's what he needs to do. His partner at the crease now is one Muhammad Azam, and his idea needs to be to complement him and needs to give him that steady support. But this is, let me remind the viewers, a very crucial phase. Ball is still considered to be new because it hasn't really traveled to the boundaries. The pressure is mounting, and Perak out there is definitely feeling that they're in with a chance. One more time, good piece of delivery, just rises up after pitching on that good length area, and Sharvin has exploited it all throughout this tournament. The question relies if Hasnan can weather this storm and build a partnership, because if he's able to stay there, Selangor will always feel that they are in with a chance. But what they need right now is some sort of a recovery, and they need to set their eyes at a very competitive total. Game is fully in balance. Hint of movement, playing it away nicely towards third man, a single. They need to get that more often and just settle their nerves. Inside edge this time, no harm done, but a dot delivery. Servin is not really allowing Hasnain with a lot of pace, so he is having to do the hard work. Sharvin's spell so far is leaving an impact in this innings. Fuller delivery this time, but straight to the fielder. He's really mixed his length and the pace as well. And the clever use of those variation has already allowed him to pick up that wicket of Saifullah Malik. And if he can continue bowling in this kind of a disciplined fashion, he's really going to give Perak that driver's seat. So far, just 2 runs in this over, and some smart cricket from Perak here. It's as if the ball is really traveling to the fielders more often than not. And 8 overs done, it's 47 with the loss of 2. The run rate right now is under 6. They really have to get their focus in. They can't afford to lose a wicket either. And right now, you have to say that momentum is truly with Selangor here. Perak, rather. I think the reason that they're finding themselves in such a tight situation is the fact that they have only managed to pick up 4 boundaries and just 1 6. So 5 boundary shots that have been played in the first 8 overs. That really tells us how good the bowling has been. Amir Khan bowled 2 overs, he picked up a wicket, and he gave away 11 runs only. Lahiru Darshana was good, but he was taken off the attack. Then came Mudita Lakshan, almost trying to choke the innings in terms of applying pressure. And Sharvin Muniandi has also picked up a wicket by giving away 11 runs. And now, when they would be thinking of a pressure release, this Sachita who's handed the ball, another bowler who's done exceedingly well. And he's also someone that I think Hassan and one Muhammad Azam will be very careful to play against. Sachita Jayatilaka has picked up 13 wickets and he has stepped up to the task as well with his leg spin. He's done a very good job and right now is really the best phase of the innings for him to come into the attack. He's a known wicket taker and he really will have the task of just getting that one more breakthrough. The very dangerous Hasnan is kept very quiet so far by Perak, but we know that he just needs a couple of boundaries to get going. So that is why in the minds of Perak will be that one task of just getting his wicket. But at this stage, I will have to mention that I'm slightly baffled by the decision of Amir Khan that he's not willing to bring in a slip fielder. Wickets are the key here, and now the batters are not really going after the bowlers. So maybe it could have been the perfect situation of building a little bit of pressure in with a chance. But the dive saves him. That's really how Hasnan plays. He really does the hard work and he never wants to lose his wicket. A lot of dedication he plays with, and that is what saved him on that occasion. So far, Sachita has been slightly on that shorter side, and he's controlling the flow of runs so far, 4 of them in the first 4. But I'd still be happier if he was slightly fuller. Innovation this time, played with a lot of finesse, but even when he's struggling with a little bit of form, he gets that placement right. That's the class of Hasnan, really. So we haven't seen him play this unconventional shots. So he's digging deep and he brings out that ramp scoop and he gets it. So finally, that will give him a little bit of a confidence. And Selangor really needed it. So good batting from Hasnan. He's moved on to 20 of 27. But if he stays out there, he can of course do the damage. Sachita will have to come back strongly here. He's given away 8 runs. Shorter pitch again. That is going to be a crucial delivery. Big appeal and survives. So a good quicker delivery. That was the top spin perhaps from Sachita. And in the end, just a single. So 9 runs off it. 9 overs done. It's 56 runs on the board with a loss of 2. At the moment, momentum without a doubt is firmly with Perak. The bowlers have done a fantastic job in keeping things tight, and they've helped their way because of picking up wickets in very timely fashion. And that is the shot. That is really the statement that we were waiting for. That's how dangerous he can be when it comes to hitting them straight down. And once he gets past the bowler, it is always as clean as it gets. Beautiful shot from Hasnan. And now I think this over is going to be very important. He's up against Rahim Khan, the leg spinner. But if he's in his slot, he's going the distance. I can assure you that. Room provided and smart bowling from Rahim Khan. I think he was a bit too early to expose his intention, and that allowed Rahim to just adjust nicely. This time trying to thrash it towards the offside, but Amir Khan does well to stop it. The intention are fully clear now. He's trying to go after him. Advances down the ground. Everything about it screams quality. And he's played that so well. Absolute class from Hasnan. And that is the damage that he can do once he's out there and spend that little bit of time. Scintillating batting from Hasnan Ahmed here. Tries to go after it one more time, but in the end has to adjust. The ball is slightly tracked back and eventually gets a dot. So far, it's been either dots or sixes. Needs to finish well. rocks back and pulls that away on the leg side. There's a fielder there, and eventually he gets a single quite comfortably. So with that, the 10 overs have been completed, and at the moment, Selangor is starting to look dangerous because it is Hasnan Ahmed who's taken a little bit of a charge here. So the game is finally poised, and right now it's hanging in the balance, and the players are having drinks. So after that short break, we'll be live and continue in this final.
Welcome back to the MCA Men's T20 Interstate Championship 2025. Selangor is taking on Perak. What a big game we have. This is the finals of the 10 teams competition. Five teams have been grouped into two. Group A, they have 5 teams, and Group B, 5. And they have filtered into 6 teams, which was played last week at a group stage game. And out of 6, 4 teams have been selected. And this morning, we had a lovely game between Kuala Lumpur and Johor, whereas Kuala Lumpur won the game and got in the 3rd place. Johor end up with fourth place team of this competition. Now this is finals. Whoever wins this will become a champion. Here comes Amir Khan, 3rd over. A big swing from Hasnain. He is in a sublime touch in this competition. 34 of 34. His wicket is very crucial, if you ask me, along with the one Mohammad Azam. Eleventh over in progress, 70 runs for 2. Run rate is getting better. What a lovely shot that one. Goes straight to the hands of the fielder, and he's out. Amir Khan got his man. The 2nd wicket is taken from his 2 overs. This is the 3rd over for him. One Mohammad Azam is out, playing that lofted shot over long on. He was not able to clear the long on fielder. That is a massive blow for Selangor. They need someone to stand there and give a partnership to Hasnain, who is the number 1 batter of this tournament. Scored 300 plus runs already. Amir Khan, we call him as a captain with golden arm. He's been very consistent in picking up wickets, especially breaking partnership. He's very good at it. This game, look at that. 12 runs given, 2 wickets picked up, just 2 overs done. Yes, another 2 overs left. Right time to bowl. He always breaks a partnership and put the pressure back on the opponents. Talking about Perak, one of the toughest team to beat. They have the first six super duper strong batting lineup, likes of Amir Khan, Aslam Khan. Muhammad Arif is in along with Hasnain. Arif is a very solid batter, especially middle order batter. This array of shots, very solid technique. Yes, very cautiously played by Arif this time. Straightforward shot off the mark straight away. Arif, very solid bowling by Amir Khan here, not giving anything extra. The one man who's very crucial in Selangor's innings is Hasnain. No doubt about that. If he stays there for another 5 to 10 overs and the game is on, look at that, very gentle push. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's happening with Pera here? This is unnecessary, and I would say the backup was simply awful. Look at that. The backup, not a right backup actually, should have been stopped at this stage. Is not put any effort in stopping that ball. Very lazy effort, I would say, from the fielder. Nothing wrong in hitting the stumps. The fielder was amazing, and the backup was totally out of sync. 5 runs conceded, and this is unacceptable. And look at the way Amir Khan looked at the fielder, frustrated. So annoying for him. Such a nice over. Look at that, how controlled he is when the captain is bowling exceptionally well and he's giving 5 runs and it adds to the total of his own over. No captain will be happy, no bowler will be happy. 11 overs done, 76 for 3. Muhammad Arif just joined Hasnain, and look at that, Hasnain 40 of 36, nicely playing. Very good bowling. And he said wide, Sachita, the top bowler from the previous game who took 7 wickets, got an player of the game in the last stage of the Super Six, is back to bowl. Look at that. Oh, what a lovely game that is. Almost 4 runs. That's a wide. Lucky that he didn't go for a boundary. Quite lucky for Sachita. That's a good attempt from Arif. I would say Hasnain. That flipped his pad, one bice. Nicely played. What a lovely shot from Mohammad Arif, the experienced candidate from Selangor. Selangor is slightly turning the tables here, and this partnership is looking so good. And Mohammad Arif, the way he plays, he timed the ball. I think he's gonna rock the game today. He's a guy that he'll stay there, wait until the last over, and make his presence really counted. Very good comeback from Sachita here. Lovely, lovely batting. It's a good thinking that they keep rotating the strike after hitting the four, and this is a very good partnership building going on between these two batters. 12 overs done, 84 for 3. Slangor is moving forward positively, all looking good for them. Very intelligent bowling by Amir Khan, looking for a run out. Amir Khan is coming back to bowl his fourth over. Is been economical. Apart from that, 5 runs in this previous over is looking solid. Taking singles this time. Asnain on 42, Muhammad Arif on 7, Amir Khan pulling the strings back. We had a little chat with Amir Khan, and he said, asked about his confidence moving to the finals and winning this trophy. He said he's extremely confident because he mentioned that they won all 7 games. And what a tragedy here. This is not required. And Asnain, the man in form, the top run scorer from Selangor, is out. Gone by miles. That is unnecessary and this is unwanted from Selangor. They didn't expect this. They wanted Asnain to stay there for a while and play a huge role. And he himself is quite disappointed. Never expected this. This is a pure misunderstanding. Look at that. Easy call. And that is a brilliant fielding. Brilliant fielding from Lahiru once again. He's been a live wire in this competition. And here comes the superstar of previous game, the captain of Selangor, Vijay Wuni, is going to bat the middle orders. They have almost 7.3 overs left in this first innings. They'll be looking to put at least 140 to 150 on board. And these two batters are capable of doing that. But a brilliant partnership have been broken through that excellent run out. Lovely bowling. Good comeback from Amir Khan. With a much better line. Very good slower one from Amir Khan this time. Nice bowling by Amir Khan, and what a nice fielding again on his own bowling. '87 for 4, and here is the discussion between these two champion batters, discussing what is the right score for Para to set it up here. Exactly 7 overs. Let's say they scored 10 and over. It's plus 70 runs on board. Probably they'd end up in 150 plus 160. And here comes Sachita, the toughest bowler from his side, the Para side. Asking for out. Umpire said it's out. Vijay Uni is gone. The hero from the previous game is gone, and the captain is removed from the beauty of Sachitas. This is unbelievable. A big wicket for Selangor. Umpire had no hesitation in giving that as an LBW. Sad faces from Selangor. This is finals. They didn't expect this. Pretty straightforward ball. Ball goes, and given that as out, he was totally frustrated, totally down, seeing the fingers gone up. Looks like Para is pulling the game back towards them. 5 wickets gone, 87 runs. Looks like they're donning the finals. Good bowling again from Sachita here. A good shot on the back foot. Ball is racing towards the boundary. Two runs comfortably taken. 89 for 5. Para would be very happy to see that score on board with 5 wickets down. And it's out. No way you can play that shot. Sachita is a rock star for Para. Continuing his form. The ball goes back and banged the stumps. And umpire had no doubt that it's going to hit the stumps. Such a convincing appeal from Sachita. The moment the ball hit the stump, look at that. Oh, from the, yep. That's clean, middle and stump, middle and leg. It's a plumb. No foot movement, front forward. And standing on the crease, cramped out. He cannot play those shots standing in the crease. It's very difficult to move away from that if you stand there. And Sachita knows exactly what he's bowling, and he reads the batter as well. Devin Harendra is in, the new batter. Oh, that's a lovely bowling again. Fantastic over by Sachita. 2 wickets picked up in this over. Just 19 runs, 94 6. Selangor should have batted better. That's what Vijay Uni thinking. Should have batted a bit longer to stay with Mohammad Arif. Um, Sachita totally changed the course of the game in just 1 over. The previous over he bowled. Mudita Lakshan is back. This is the 15th over in progress. 94 6. Tara is very happy to see that on board. Devin Harendra just joined Mohammad Arif. They have a lot of work to do against the likes of Sachita, Mudita. It's not that easy for Slanger to come out of that shell currently made by Pera. Pera has been exceptional in this tournament. Either batting or bowling, they simply dominate this tournament. Looks like they've been undefeated, undisputed. Just one game away for the championship, but you don't know. Let's wait and watch. That is a beauty from Mudita. Nicely played. Took a couple of dots. Very good bowling. On the spot, on the money, all the time. Mudita. Good batting. He understands that wicket has fallen down completely. We need to stay there and stitch a partnership. It's not taking any risk. And this is a wonderful shot. Just to the fielder. Straight away, 1 run for Devin Harendra. From that, 15 overs have done 91 for 6. Selangor, they have a lots and lots of things to do. And with that, let me invite Abrar, my co-commentator, to join the party. Hey Abrar.
Thank you, Amin, for just inviting me back in. At the moment, you mentioned that the score is 91 for 6, a clear sign that Perak are in absolute command in this final. At the moment, Devin Harendra and Mohammad Arif is out there in the middle, and they will be facing a very, very skilled leg spinner in Sachita. Sachita is climbing that rank in terms of the bowler of the highest wicket taker. But so far, the real story is really the clinical dismantling of this Selangor's batting lineup. So, if you have to summarize this, I mean, what you have to say, what really went wrong for Selangor so far? Because the run rate is also just six.
I think only one thing I want to highlight, Abrar, in this competition is the wicket of Hasnain. That was the turning point. The run out that made the entire team look down. After that, every wicket fell down.
Oh, that is a reply. That is some sort of a shot. What a dismantling straight drive that is from Muhammad Arif. Almost like a golf swing. He gets on top of Sachita here and dismantles it down the ground for a maximum.
Mohammad Arif played loads of games, Abrar, and he's having a very good head over his shoulders. Good thinking cricketer. Stays there until the last ball and play. Let's see how he plays today.
Yes, and I think I have to give credit to the captain, Amir Khan. He's really led from the front today in this final, and he has also picked up two crucial wickets. But other than that, he's really rotated the bowlers very smartly, and whoever he has gone to has helped him control the flow of runs and also chipped in with wickets in timely fashion. So, with that, oh, that was another beautiful looking delivery. Just missed that off stump, and the pressure is continuing to be held by Sachita here.
Very flat trajectory he had, and it's very hard to pick his ball goes away and ball comes in. Most of them comes in actually, rather going away, and it's a nagging length, Abrar, where you just go front or back, you just get confused playing that.
Yes, I think that is the right way to explain it. Directed, and he should be gone. Waiting for the umpire's call. This is a very good throw from the bowler Sachita after completing his ball. And I think we have confirmation just what Selangor would not have wanted, a run out to get rid of Devin Harindra here.
This is quite unlucky for Slangor, I would say. Abrar, look at the way he ran. He tried his best, Harendra, but watching the stumps, one stump from the side angle and hit it with only one stretch. Amazing skill from Sachita, and what a fielding skill. And that added one more wicket to the count to his teams. Look at that. He had only one stump on the vision, and he made it counted. And 99 for 7. Slangor is completely drowning.
I think first of all we have to say that that was a very good delivery. Sachita went for that googly, and I think Devendra was cramped for that little bit of room. In the end, just played it straight to the bowler himself, and like you mentioned, with just one stump to aim, he had that perfect throw. And now Selangor are just struggling for a partnership here. Overs are still there, four of them, but now it is Prashant Madhuka, who's exceptionally good with the ball in hand, now has the responsibility to just up the score for Selangor here. At the other end is Muhammad Arif, who's shown glimpses that he can be producing that crucial blows at the end, but right now they're in dire need of a partnership.
It's gonna be like trapped in the river with a crocodile. That's what I can describe. Para on your top now. The 7 wickets picked up 99. Only Muhammad Arif can bat. The rest of them maybe 50-50, I would say.
Yes, and it is a very difficult phase to face someone like Mudita Lakshan. He's so good with his left arm spin. But from the very first ball, I think Perak made it very clear that they are not going to make scoring easy.
You also mentioned about Amir Khan. Brad, he's been exceptional in his captaincy skills. He's been leading the side for some time, quite some time now. And his rotation of bowlers and keeping his head straight. And also, he himself comes for bowling and getting the wickets, leading in front. Every box he ticks. Amazing, lovely, lovely captain.
Yes, I think today the bowlers have executed the plans that they maybe made before coming out to play this game. So far, they haven't allowed Selangor to get any room to breathe. And one more thing I have to mention is the fact that the fielders have also backed them up with some sharp catches as well as excellent ground fielding. Out of the 7 wickets, two of them have come off runouts. So that really tells us that they have turned the game into a battle and they have really performed exceedingly well.
A wicket falls down here. Easy one. And here goes Prashant. And
Oh,
such
that
a,
is another soft dismissal. Really, it was a slower delivery and just tried to do something different, isn't it? I mean, in the end, losing his wicket.
he wanted to scoop it, kind of. It's a semi scoop, I would say. Sweep and a scoop mixed. Look at that. And only wrist inward, not a full fledged shot. Landed exactly in the fielders. Even the placement was not that apt because you cannot expect much from the lower order. That's what happens. Mudita Lakshanan picked up a wicket. Look at the economy. He didn't give any runs at all. Less than three and over. Fantastic bowler.
Yes, in that last occasion, I think Prashant just chipped it straight to the fielder and Mudita picks up a wicket. One more thing I have to mention is the fact that the celebrations from Perak has been noticeably very muted. It is a sign of professionalism and focus, and they are starting to really get a very good grip on this game. We can't say that the game is over until it is completely done, because Selangor is also a team with solid bowling options. But at the moment, Perak is playing with controlled aggression, and you mentioned that each of the players have really cool heads in their shoulders. And with that, another wicket falls. This is a very good delivery. And with the arm, comes straight back in. And the young batter, Adishley, has to go back to the hut now. What an over this has turned out to be. And what a spell one more time in the final from Mudita Lakshan. Finishes his spell with 2 wickets for just 11 runs.
Adding one more wicket to his chart. Look at that. That ball did everything what it did. Excellent one. The ball comes in, not a not an easy one for the batter who comes down the wicket. It's almost like in the we are watching the climax of the movie, and almost the first half of the game is almost done. Look at that, 9 wickets done. 101. This is what exactly happened in the third and fourth game as well, Brad. And the KL versus Johor, just 100 runs, 101 runs, all out. Same thing is happening. It's a repeat. It's a repeat from the third and fourth game.
That is why, interestingly, I have to say that after winning the toss, Selangor decided to have a bat first. I think they could have perhaps. It's easier for us, come on, to say from hindsight that maybe bowling first could be the better choice. But the captain thought the pitch is something that offers equally good for batters and bowlers. But in the previous game, we saw how good the batting in the second innings was. So maybe that's something that they could have considered. But like I mentioned, it's easier for us to just say that from up here after we've seen the results transpire.
You're right, Abrar. And the last man standing is Arif. He has to play like Dhoni playing with the tailenders. You hit sixes and fours, and don't give strike back to the ball, other batters. That's what he should do.
I think that is exactly what will be in his mind. I don't think he'll be looking for singles here. He'll go for the big hits and maybe we just want to keep the strike as long as possible. Yes, he needs more of those. Intention was clear, but never managed to clear the field. So with that, Selangor loses all their 10 wickets. And what a comprehensive performance this has been with the ball in hand. Perak clearly took charge of this final and they've shown tremendous control and excellent consistently throughout this innings. So with that, the innings comes to a halt. It is 101 that they have managed to put on. Saifullah Malik started well with Hasnain, but after that, not much really to talk about. Arif wanted to go big, but Selangor has been dismantled for 101 runs. The bowlers came in very strong today. Sachita did well. Sharvin chipped in with wickets. The captain led from the front. But one more time, it is Mudita Lakshan who's really provided the breakthroughs. So with that, we'll be back with live action and the chase in this final. So everyone stay with us. Good afternoon and welcome back to the chase. This is the final and the stage is quite set. The target is clear. 102 runs is what stand between Perak and the championship glory. This is where we are talking about the pressure because opening the batting will be the ever so dangerous Aslam Khan, a batter with that swagger and the power that is unmatchable. Someone who won't hesitate to take the game to the bowlers from ball one. Alongside him is going to be the ever so reliant and comprehensive partner. But with him, opening the bowling will be Jawad Ali, a bowler who knows how to read the game, and he's given the team breakthrough in quite a sort of consistent fashion throughout this tournament. He's been a bowler who's been a nuance to the pitch, and he's used condition to his favor very early. This is going to be a battle of nerve, skill, as well as intent. And the first few overs are always going to be crucial and especially very dependent for Selangor in this chase. So, will Perak hitters light up the field early, or will Selangor bowlers tighten the screws and maybe just produce a few wickets here? Eventually, this game can suddenly become a real contest. So, with that, there is tension, excitement, and promise of drama in every ball. The viewers are up in their feet, and the hunt for title is officially underway, but the bowler is not quite alert to his rhythm, so he will go back and start off. So, with that, I welcome Amin here. Amin, how do you think the chase will transpire? Do you think Selangor have enough runs on the board?
I honestly think Para will dominate this chase. Uh, Looking at their previous chases abroad, they have been super dominant, one-sided game, most of them.
You can sense that the intention is quite clear. It was a fuller delivery, turned that into a full toss and tried to heave it down the ground, but eventually missed out on timing it nicely. So it's a dot ball from Jawad to start things off. His partner is Mohammad Hazik Aiman, another batter who can just go at things very quickly. So with that first shot, I can almost get an impression that they're trying to go after the bowling here. Length, short a pitch down the leg side, and with that, Perak is underway. First run on the board.
Perak has one of the top batter on this side, that is Aslam Khan. It's been phenomenal in this tournament. It's completely an impact player, I would say. Finishes the games in 6 overs, 7 overs with 7 sixes, 8 sixes. He's massive player and a very good prospect for shorter formats for Malaysia.
Oh, that's a poor delivery. That is down the leg side and easy boundary for Perak. They don't have enough runs on the board and they need to bowl with a lot of discipline. So this is not going to help Selangor if they want to maintain pressure. But on the other hand, Perak will happily take anything that is loose.
This is a bonus for Para while chasing the low target. Now it's less than 100. They need to chase 97 from 19.4 overs. They're very comfortable in chasing that.
Much better delivery this time from Jawad Ali. I can get an impression that he's really trying to do something extra here. He's trying to bowl quick, but he needs to understand one thing. He's a very quality fast bowler, and all he needs to do is just pitch the ball in that right area because we have seen that the bowlers can exploit a little bit of extra bounce whenever the ball is pitched in that hard length.
Well said, Abrar. He needs to maintain his line and length, not try too much.
That is very well bowled. This is where he needs to be. Off the length, the ball rises nicely and hits the batter on the body. So this is why I have said before as well that Jawad Ali is someone who has that extra bit of pace as well. All he needs to do is maintain that tight length.
There is a quick chat between Aslam Khan and Hasik Aiman. Is everything okay? This is the first over. They got enough runs, no problem. Which is the required run rate is 5. So they already have 5 runs on the board. Easy, breathe, relax. We have lots of good overs coming and we can hit them. That's what Aslam Khan said.
Or short pitch delivery, easy pickings, and he confidently unleashes that booming pull shot, cuts the boundary almost in a flash, and gets it very quickly. This is how quick he can be, and this is the move on that he needs.
And that's a brave shot after the hit. Azik showed he's a man. I'll come back. You punch me, I'll punch you back. That is the answer. Normally, the opening batters give back to the fast bowlers. It's always an exciting contest between the fast bowlers and the opening batters. Fantastic one.
This time the ball is too far on the offside, but he wanted to play it towards the leg. That is why the control wasn't as convincing. Eventually gets 1 run, and now that is the completion of the over. But for the next over, it will be Mohammad Hasik Aiman who will continue to keep strike.
Not a bad over for Selangor, for Perak. They scored 10 runs. With that couple of boundaries in that over, made the equation so simple now. It's less than 5. Very, very relaxedly they can chase this target. And Aslam Khan has only one way to go. He'll go for the shots, scoring 15 runs, 18 runs, 20 runs in an over. That is the way he's been scoring in this competition, and he's given the license to kill. So that is going to be a huge task for Selangor bowlers to keep him controlled. Not an easy task at all.
The left arm seamer Mohammad Akram has been highly impressive in recent times, and I'm really a fan of the way he goes about proceedings. He has a good control as well, and with that new ball, he's often known to be someone who gets that swing going as well. So right now, this young man is introduced against a very confident opening pair in the likes of Mohammad Hasik Aiman and Aslam Khan. He will have his work cut off, but this is the final. This is where reputation is built. Can he produce a magic delivery and get a breakthrough for Selangor here? In that hope, he starts off in that beautiful run up, with provided does not get the timing, but surely gets the power behind it. That smashed down the ground, just passes mid off and gets a boundary.
That is stand and deliver. Look at the way he played. Just a hand-eye coordination. Little bit movement from his foot, but nothing stops him connecting the ball to the long off boundary. The timing was absolutely fantastic. And Mohammad Akram needs to correct his length. This was a little bit foolish. He needs to pull the line a little bit backwards, the length backwards.
We've talked about how strong Aslam Khan is, but looks like Hasik Aiman is also going to play with a lot of power, but this time it is finesse. What a shot that is, pure class. Just sneaky, but deadly at the same time. Almost like a dagger slicing through that cover region and gets a boundary. This is much more convincing. Excellent start from Mohammad Hasik Aiman.
I must tell you, Abrar, that ball was like literally slapped on the face to reach the boundary. It was one pitched boundary and hit the scoreboard, the digital scoreboard. Such a powerful hit and full of timing and power. I would say timing the better than the power.
This time cramping up slightly, but is safe. The ball does not travel to the fielder. Good comeback by Mohammad Akram. And I think that's where he needs to be. He can't afford to give width to someone like Mohammad Hasik Aiman.
He cannot give width, definitely. He is like positioned himself to play those shots. Little bit angling outside, he's making use of it easily. And Mohammad Akram has to produce the ball coming in. Let's see how Aslam Khan faces this ball.
nicely rides the bounce of that delivery and plays it with that straight bat. So well done from Aslam Khan to just have a look at it. But Mohammad Akram is giving me an impression that he's bowling with a little bit of extra pace as well. And that's a good sign, especially because from this surface, a little bit of extra bounce is expected.
But that was a good length to Aslam Khan. Anything on the full, he'll whack it for a six. But that was a good one.
Oh, never going to miss out on that. That is a whip towards mid wicket, and that is the power on full display. A lightning bolt and smashed for a six. That is what Aslam Khan can do, and he's showing us how good he can be with the power hitting.
That was a bad bowl to us, the likes of Aslam Khan, the way he's batting in this tournament. And Akram Mohammad Akram was trying a slower Yorker this time, and he completely missed that one and went as a full toss, easy pickings for him.
Oh, that is a spectacular delivery. Cramps him up. A left arm seamer's delight to get a dot ball and finishes that over quite nicely, but eventually it is an expensive one. 15 runs off it, and already Perak has got that platform that they were hoping for.
They are marching very fast towards the victory. Para looks like they are the champion team already. Aslam Khan on six. This time Muhammad Aziz is the aggressor who played beautifully for his 14 runs of 9 balls. And the required run rate is just less than 5. For them, it's a cake. They can easily go past this 4 runs in an over because they're scoring in 12 runs in an over, 12.50 in an over. This is 3 times the asking rate. Such a such a powerful pair this is.
Yes, and at the moment, Jawad Ali has his work cut off. He has a slip in play. This time, trying to smash it towards the leg side. And I think it was a clever change of pace on that occasion from Jawad Ali. Eventually, the batter missed.
Jawad Ali has been exceptionally well, and apart from giving runs, I like his energy, the way he runs and bowls. Looks like a super good bowler, and he has a bright future in front of him. Selangor is really lucky to have him. So nice.
Starts off brilliantly, now has to continue, but that is not the place where he wants to bowl. Excellent fielding, nevertheless, at deep square leg. That is why it is kept down to a single. But you can feel that Mohammad Haziq Ayman is someone who plays the pull shot very nicely.
The pull shot comes naturally to him, Abrar, and watching from the com box looks so elegant. Is on the position pretty quickly. The ball, the moment he sees the short ball, he's on his back foot and ready for the pull. Something like very special.
Aslam Khan now on strike with provided on the off stump, but tries to go for that cut shot, eventually missing it. That's the kind of bounce that this pitch is offering. So really, Jawad Ali has to trust it and be more consistent in terms of hitting that hard length.
Wherever you bowl, they go. Aslam Khan is gonna look for six and then for four, maybe for two and one, the last options.
Fuller delivery driven down the ground. The chase is on, but eventually lets it go because the ball was always going to win it. What an exquisite timing on that occasion from Aslam Khan. This time just glorious, effortless, and picks up a boundary.
That was easily played by Aslam Khan on the reach. It is like it's bread and butter for him. Anything on the foot area, anything little bit shorter, he will punish them without any mercy.
To my surprise, he's not really smashing them today yet. He's using a little bit of a touch and finesse, and that's a breath of fresh air. Aslam Khan. Oh, you can't bowl that to Aslam Khan. He's one of the strongest pullers I know in this domestic circuit. And although that was a top edge, the ball was always going to travel. So back to back boundaries for Aslam Khan. And now the big man is starting to get a go here.
That was a leading edge, but the intention was uh, purely. We all know what he's trying to do. Now he's equal Hazik's run now, 14 of 6 balls, Hazik 15 of 11. Look at the strike rate here, more than 200. That is Aslam Khan. He always goes about it.
Oh, yes, and the required run rate is also under 4 at the moment. Fuller delivery this time, not in the most convincing fashion, but for the disbelief of the bowler Jawad and to make him more uncomfortable, that ball has also rolled away to the boundary. So have to give credit to Aslam Khan for being able to bring out that chip shot because it is rewarding him.
That one was played over the point, and that is quite unusual for Aslam Khan. He normally targets the mid wicket, mid on, and long off. This time it was a nicely placed shot. Full credit to him. 18 of 7 balls, and the total is 38 for no loss after 3 overs. They need just 64 runs. Looks like they're chasing it pretty faster, and they're targeting 10 overs to wrap the score.
And now the captain decides to take matters in his own hand. Selangor are in desperate need of a wicket here, and if they're not able to produce it, looks like Perak are absolutely running away with this chase. And he brings in a slip as well. So trying to take a little bit of time to just have his fielders exactly where he wants them to. And now it is Mohammad Haziq Aiman who's on strike. Starts very nicely, plays with soft hand, but still finds the gap. The chase is on. It is Jawad Ali out there in the deep, and eventually does very well to be able to stop it before reaching the boundary.
This is going to be challenging for Vijay Uni definitely abroad, because once Aslam Khan comes that side, it's either 6 or out.
Oh, the ball goes up in the air. There's a fielder around, but he will have to take it. It is taken. So it is that man, Vijay Undi, with the man with golden arms, and the captain eventually decides to lead from the front. Big breakthrough. Mohammad Haziq Aiman was looking dangerous, and he has just produced a magical delivery to get rid of him.
That one was almost a 6, and we must give full credit to Arif and the way he caught that ball. Very composed, very balanced, full focus on the ball, and he caught it. And an important wicket. Azik is out playing that big shot. Full marks to Vijay Uri to bring himself in to bowl at the 4th over, despite knowing that these two batters are literally dangerous contenders. Selangor is trying to compete in this game after 40 runs given.
Yes, but the worry for Selangor here is the fact that if one batter goes, the batting lineup of Perak is so strong. Look who is walking out to the middle. It is Ajab Khan, another absolute power. And right now, Vijayuni has bowled well, and I have to give him credit for just persisting with that slower delivery and enticing the batter to go after the ball. The fielder, as you mentioned, was rightly placed and eventually did not really have to do much. The ball just went straight towards him. So looks like Perak is playing with that intention of aggression in their mind, and they want to play as quickly and get the runs quite fast. But this is a double-edged sword kind of a thing, because sometimes when you're trying to go after the bowling, you can eventually lose some wickets in the process as well. So here's Ajib Khan, and starts off with a good delivery. There is a chance of a run out, but he makes it eventually.
This is going to be an interesting contest. Bro, look at that. Vijay Uni against Aslam Khan. And last time when Aslam Khan played the spinners, he was dealing in only 6s. 4 6s, 3 6s, 2 4s. He's not leaving any spinners alive. He's a killer of spinners.
And he's now up against someone like Vijay Uni, who's very smart. You can see that he's not bowling that traditional off spin. He's really bowling the deliveries with a flat trajectory, and sometimes the ball is turning away from the right-hander as well. So the control is spectacular, and so far this is turning out to be just the over that Selangor were looking for. So far, only 3 runs in it, and Aslam Khan is still on strike. Here's the last ball. Can he finish nicely? Oh, waits for that, smashes it away on the leg side, but Vijay Unni was quite alert to the situation, and he knows exactly what the intentions of Aslam Khan is. Finishes off with a single, and this is the much needed over that Selangor were looking for.
That was a better over indeed from Vijay Vuni against the likes of Aslam Khan. And look at that. They have the brothers here in this para team. They're looking, they steal most of the games for para actually. Amir Khan, Aslam Khan, Ajab Khan, and all these Khans are really dominating the cricket. And para is so lucky to have them.
Yes, I mean, if you've watched wrestling, I call them the brothers of destruction. So that's how they play. If one brother goes, the other smashes and comes in and takes the game away. So really, nothing much for the
And
opposition to do when these guys are going.
it's normally it's in cricket, in the history of cricket, the brothers are too dangerous. The Waugh brothers, Mark Waugh, Steve Waugh, the Pathan brothers, Irfan Pathan, Yusuf Pathan, and Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya. So you can keep naming them. The brothers are too dangerous actually.
Oh, yes, that is a good comparison. Now it is Aslam Khan up against Muhammad Akram. His previous over was expensive, but I can still recall that last delivery. Needs to bowl more of those, and now is up against Aslam. Starts off by a slightly wideish delivery, and I think that is the right plan against Aslam. You need to be away from that hitting zone.
There are two fielders kept at the deep Abrar. One is long on, and another one is deep mid wicket. Both of them kept because hey, we know that Aslam Khan is too strong in those zones. So and also um, Muhammad Akram is creating an angle. So the fielders from the in circles they are ready for the top edge as well. Let's see.
This time trying to smash it off that hard length. But these are the kind of deliveries that are never easy to get hold of. So credit to Mohammad Akram, is bowling well to the very dangerous Aslam Khan. Beautiful delivery so far. He's sticking to a plan, and Aslam Khan has been kept very quiet. A good change up, this time fuller, and Aslam Khan just negotiates by playing it softly towards the leg side, and he gets off the mark with a couple of runs.
That's a beautiful bowling by Muhammad Akram and three dot balls up against Aslam Khan and 2 runs, and he will be waiting to give it back. That is his batting. He by this time he understands his line and length, and he'll be ready for the shot.
Fuller delivery does not get the timing quite right, and the ball goes straight to the fielder. Another dot ball turning out to be a brilliant over from Mohammad Akram. So a good backing up after that economical over from the captain Vijay Unni. And although in this over there has not been a wicket, but I think the captain will take it. All he needs to do is finish nicely. Aslam Khan not quite happy with the bat in his hand and his signal for a change. So maybe after this over, if he survives, he'll get it changed. Here is Akram steaming in and beautifully bowled an appeal, and the finger goes up. Celebration comes in, truly deserves it. He's kept him so quiet throughout this over, and he truly deserves this celebration. Big moment in the game. Aslam Khan has to go back to the pavilion.
This is a massive, massive wicket, Abrar, and the way Akram Khan bowled this over, he will never forget in his life the finals against the most prolific batter of this tournament, the most dominant batter, powerful hitter. Look at that. That's a peach of a delivery for a fast bowler. Look at he's pumped up, extraordinary bowling, and what a lovely, lovely time to get a wicket for Selangor and Muhammad Akram. Look at the figure, 17 for one, bit expensive, but that wicket speaks volumes about his mindset and attitude. With that, 5 overs done, 44 for two, and Mudita Lakshan is in a rock solid form.
It's just a setup. The way Muhammad Akram had lined him up in that entire over, he was bowling back of a good length with exceptional pace as well. That left arm angle was always taking the ball away from the right hander, and he persisted with it. So scintillating bowling from Muhammad Akram on that occasion, and an excellent fifth over came to completion with just the perfect reward. So back-to-back wickets in consecutive overs for Selangor, and this is really the moment that they will want to capitalize on. They have some kind of a window to just sneak in, and if they're able to pick up the wicket of these two batters out there, they will suddenly feel that they're in with a chance. Ajab Khan is the man on strike, and he's joined by Mudita Lakshan, one of the contenders for maybe the MVP as well. He's done so well in this tournament. He's picked up the runs. He's also featured among wickets. So there is nothing that this man didn't do. He's an exceptional fielder as well. And one thing that I personally like about him is the fact that he's a very grounded man. He's very modest in his approach, and you don't really see that burst of emotions when he's out there. Right now, he's up against Vijay Unni, who so far has controlled proceedings very well. Mudita Lakshan in this tournament has picked up 219 runs before this innings, and he's gotten them with the help of 2 centuries. His high score has been that unforgettable 118 runs. He likes to give himself a little bit of time early on, but once he gets going, he can eventually do a lot of damage. That's cut away and just away from the fielder. For a moment, he thought that he's in with a chance, but eventually it's the placement that takes it away for a boundary. Just have a look at that shot, with provided, and he capitalized. So this is what we were saying, that if Mudita Lakshan allows himself a little bit of time, he can really do the damage. In this tournament, he's batting with a strike rate of 195, and his average is unbelievable 109. So tells us a lot about how consistent he has been, and is the perfect middle order candidate to really take his team to a comfortable position. On the other hand, he's up against Vijay Unni. Even though he's just conceded a boundary, his spell so far is just 9 runs and a wicket. And that is what he does exceptionally well. He lines the batter for off spinners, and suddenly, with the same action, this tall man can just get the ball turning away from the right hander. So clever use of variation so far, but he needs to pick up wickets. Oh, one more time. That is slightly shorter pitched and enough for Mudita Lakshan to get that drive going. Beautiful square drive. And this is the second boundary already in this over. So excellent judge of length is what Mudita Lakshan is. And he's really starting to look good one more time here. That's the end of the batting power play. 6 overs done. It's 53 runs with a loss of 2. And I believe Perak will be happy with their approach. And in comes the very, very dangerous Prashant Madhukar. Prashant is the highest wicket taker in this tournament, but it's just the fashion that he has operated in. He's picked up lots of wickets, 16 so far, and that really tells us how good that he has been. He's given plenty of dots, and in this tournament, his economy is under 5 and over. Tells us a lot about how good he has been. And he's also picked up 2 5-wicket hauls. Perhaps that is something what the captain Vijay Unni will be hoping for. So with that, single of the first ball, and Ajab Khan goes off strike. This is something that he has done throughout this tournament. The batters often are not aware which way the ball is turning. And on that occasion, also, Mudita Lakshan was going for that back foot cut, but eventually the ball was coming into him and really got in a very awkward kind of a position for playing at it. So good start from Prashant, but he needs to feature among the wickets. Oh, beautifully bowled. That turned almost square at him, and still he's finding it difficult to get off strike. So just the kind of start that the captain will be hoping to get from him, and so far he's delivering. Can he persist with this kind of a line? Perak are in a very good position here, and this is turning out to be a brilliant over. The last 3 overs were absolutely brilliant, and somehow they're trying to crawl back into this game. It's just that they don't have too many runs on the board. The required run rate is 3.6 from here on. Flighted this time, but still gets that off spin going. So only 2 runs in this over so far. He needs to finish well against Ajab Khan for that last ball. Mudita has shown a little bit of an intent out there, trying to accelerate and keep the scoreboard ticking. And Ajab Khan is also very new to the crease. So to be able to judge the variation of Prashant will be very difficult, but he doesn't really give the bowlers enough chance to settle, does he? Rocks back into the back foot and pulls that away into the leg side, but it will only be a single. So 7 overs completed. It's 56 with the loss of 2. Here's Vijay need to continue. And is that a wicket? Yes, it is. Disappointingly so. It is Ajab Khan who has to go back, and the celebration from Vijay starts, because this is one of the wickets that they were looking to get, and the captain is really stepping up and delivering the goods for his side. Quite an interesting way to lose your wicket. And if you just have a look at that replay, Vijay before this delivery took a little bit of time, and then after it, that was a leading edge, not in control. The bat and then the pad getting involved as well eventually gets the wicket. So Vijay coming back for his third over. He was sticking to his plan by maintaining that tight length. Eventually, the batter is dismissed. And now comes the captain, Amir Khan, an excellent player of spin. And we have to say he's the right man for the task. He needs to keep the team together, because wickets are exactly what Selangor are looking to get from here. The required run rate is within grip, but they cannot afford to lose wickets. It is the crucial final. There is always pressure which is going to mount on you, but it's how you handle them that shows your character. And so far, Vijay has demonstrated that he has excellent control and he's delivering the goods. 46 runs needed, and here is Vijay to continue. What a start. Beautiful delivery just away from that outside edge. It is crucial that Vijay maintains this pressure, and that can eventually force some mistakes. He needs to keep looking for breakthroughs here. A fuller delivery, and Prashant is placed at short mid wicket, so no easy single is on offer. At this stage in the final, controlling the run flow is just as important as taking wickets as well. And so far, he's done that to perfection. 4 dots on the trot, and his precision is starting to prove a point here. Amir Khan has just came out to bat, faced three dot deliveries, and now decides to play at it with soft hand and goes off strike to open his account. Mudita Lakshan, another very reliable campaigner, is out there scoring nine of exactly nine deliveries, but this is turning out to be the over that they were hoping for. The startle actually began with the fall of the wicket of Haziq Ayman. This time he's able to guide it, Mudita Lakshan. That's how elegant he is. Just opening that face of the ball at the very last moment. And this is the boundary that Perak would have wanted. Gets it off the very last delivery and just spoils the spell for Vijay Unni here. This is where someone who understands the game is so important. Mudita Lakshan is someone who does not show his emotion. He's not someone who's carried away by them. He's very calm and very composed. And that really allows you to make those calculated decisions as well. So now comes Prashant. He's been economical, but he needs wickets here. 8 overs done. It's 61 with the loss of three. And now he's looking for that magic delivery. Almost gives us an impression as if someone like Sunil Narayan is operating. That's how unreadable he is sometimes with his variations. And he's up against one of the best players of spin. Amir Khan is on strike, and Prashant Madhukar to continue. Gets a leading edge on that occasion. The ball goes towards the leg side. He'll get a single, but the pitch is starting to show us that there is something on offer for the spinners to operate. And that is really making life a little bit difficult. Perak started with a little bit of a blaze, but now the runs have started to slowly get a little bit difficult to be scored. Trying to guide it towards third man, missing it. Mudita Lakshan at the moment has faced 11 deliveries for his 13 runs. But since the introduction of Prashant and with Vijay Unni at the other end, the runs have started to look a little bit difficult to get. This time gets into a very good position and gets a single. And Selangor are still desperately in search of another wicket here. We've seen some probing deliveries, but they haven't really forced any kind of error yet. So I have to give credit to the mindset of these two batters out there. They've been slightly cautious, but they haven't thrown their wickets away. Amir Khan today was very good with the ball in hand as well. So he has a very good idea how the pitch is behaving. And right now, he doesn't really need to do anything too fancy. As long as he gets at least 4 to 5 runs each over, I think he will feel that that one pressure release boundary will be always around that corner. I think the match was especially made very difficult for Selangor with the bowlers of Perak. Good delivery to end the over. Prashant finishes with a dot. 9 overs completed. It's 65 with the loss of three. But I was mentioning how good the bowling has been from Perak today. Amir Khan, 4 overs, gone for 21 runs and got 2 wickets. And his partner with the bat, Mudita Lakshan, was also very good with the ball today. Gone for just 11 runs, and he also picked up 2 wickets alongside Sachita Jayatilake. His 4 overs gone for 27 runs with 2 wickets. Sharvin was used for just 2 overs, and he was among the wickets as well with Lahiru Darshana. And the batting of Selangor stopped at the score of 101 runs, and they could have batted for just over 3 overs. Missed out on that. Hasnan is handed the ball, and he starts off by conceding a single. He's someone who's also among wickets and he's often known to be someone with a knack for picking up wickets whenever his team is in that uncomfortable position. Amir Khan is now on strike, and he'll be eyeing to get a boundary in this over because he knows how uncanny this bowler can sometimes behave. He's someone with a reputation of being a wicket taker, and he needs to deliver the goods here. Just 36 runs required now. Nicely plays that, but doesn't get the gap. Good running between the wickets and gets a single very, very quickly. So once again, this is a start of a very tidy over from Hassan Ahmed. So far, just conceded 2 runs, but the mindset of the two batters are commendable. They're not allowing any kind of chance for the bowling team to get a wicket because they're aware as long as they don't get a wicket here, Perak will be always the favourites to win it from here. Hasnain coming to bowl to Mudita Lakshan, and he's greeted. That is one shot for the edges in terms of pressure release. It clears everyone's reach and lands deep into the boundary line for a maximum. Just when Perak needed, it is that man, Mudita Lakshan, who has delivered. How often we have seen this from him. He's someone who looks like a man with effortless timing. And on that occasion, he gets the score to just fall under 30 at the moment. Exactly 29 required. Trying to place that away on the offside, but doesn't get the gap this time. It's a dot ball, but he'll keep strike for that last ball. Cramps him up, and the ball turns in just enough for beating that outside edge. So with that, 10 overs completed. It's 73 runs on the board with a loss of 3, and the players will have a little bit of a drinks break. But this is the stage which is set for a very good contest because even though 29 runs required from here, if Selangor are able to pick up wickets, the game can get very interesting. For drinks break, we're back with this chase, and in comes Amin to just accompany me for the rest of this game. So, how do you think the game is going at this moment, Amin?
I think it's one-sided, Abrar, very clear about it. 29 runs, and with the likes of Mudita Lakshan, century maker, Amir Khan, I think they'll seal this game. They have enough overs left to complete that 29. It's a one-sided game, Abrar, for me.
I think it's because they don't have enough runs on the board. The batting side can afford to build a little bit more patiently, and they can just rotate the strike, and deal in singles. So that's really the reason why they'll find themselves in a much better position. Even someone like Prashant Madhuka, who's bowled so well, we have to say that as long as if he doesn't pick up a wicket here, I think Perak will be very happy. And he's greeted him first up after that break with a boundary. Very good shot by the captain Amir Khan Malik. He has kept two fielders almost tantalizingly close, but eventually the ball wins the race.
This is what I mentioned, Abrar. For them, it's like an easy cakewalk. And let's see, even if they bowl very tight, but couple of boundaries will convert the equation easily towards them. 25 in 9.5 overs. Any given day, Para would win that game.
Or reputation, but even better. That ball will race away through covers like a shot fired from cannon. That's how good that timing was. And this is how good this man can be on that offside. Exceptional batting from Amir Khan Malik.
Abrar, you already know how he batted in Max for Max Cricket Club. That is a T10 competition. In a single over, is killing all the bowlers. Such a powerful hitter.
Oh, yes, I have fond memories of it. He was exceptional in that tournament as well. So you're right to mention about it. He's riding some very good form here, and he's someone who bats with surgical precision. And the shots he plays, especially on that offside, is something that eventually leaves a lasting impression in all of our minds, doesn't it? So with that, Perak is seemingly charging Prashant Madhukar here, the best that Selangor has to offer, and now they have a shift in momentum. Just when I say that, it is Prashant Madhukar who picks up a wicket. The very dangerous Madhuta Lakshan has to go back to the pavilion. But Prashant Madhukar is always someone who is up to the task and he can produce a wicket out of nowhere.
This is a good consolidation for Slangor, but they don't have enough runs to defend. That's the that is the story. But the amazing bowling from Prashant. I'm still wondering what the amount of turn he gotten in the previous ball was. Something out of the world. Abrar. Huge turn and got a main wicket. The century maker is gone now.
Oh, yes. If the likes of someone like Mudita Lakshan does not have answer to that, I wonder how many are around to be able to play that delivery. And that really tells us a lot about this man's character. We don't have any doubts why he is topping that list of the highest wicket taker in this tournament. But we have to bring it down to that he doesn't have enough runs to play with. Just 20 needed in 9.2. And even though Perak has lost 4 wickets, the match was really decided with the ball in hand for them.
If it is like 150 or 160, this match would have been very, very interesting. Don't you think, Abrar?
100%. I mean, if the batters from Selangor could have just spent that little bit of time and just taken that team to at least 150, we could have looked at a very different scenario. And that's why that run out of Hasna and Ahmed was very crucial at that stage. I have to give him credit. It was Sharvin who inflicted it. And if I remember correctly, after that run out, things went really downhill for Selangor.
That's how cricket goes. One wicket turns the match upside down. And if your that one wicket is your top run scorer, that really impacts the game. And Prashant on the other side, he's been very consistent in this tournament, picked up the century maker, and will be looking to pick another couple of wickets.
Has been very concerned about his approach. He's putting a very good price on his wicket. He's not playing any false shots, and he's also looking to rotate strike. So with that 11 overs done, it's 85 with the loss of 4 and just 17 runs needed. So it's as if Selangor is trying to delay the inevitable. They're trying to put in a fight here. That's their reputation, and I have to give them credit for that. But it's really Perak who are inching towards victory here.
It's quite evident that because the batting strength also very deep for Para. That's one of the reason. we can strongly feel that Perak can win this game. They have the likes of Sachita, who played really well in the previous game. Man of the match performance for his quick fire 35 and 7 wickets haul. And then Amir Khan, throughout the tournament, is there and he's a very smart cricketer. He plays according to the situation as well. Look at that.
Yes, nicely played. Gets a single of the very first ball and brings back the captain on strike. So this is good cricket. Or lofts it over the infield this time and gets the boundary. Now takes the team even closer to that victory line. And one more time, it is full control over the shot of the offside for Aslam Khan on display.
He's been very strong in the offside, and whenever you bowl offside line, he will go after the bowling full fledged. And this time it's up against Hasnain, playing against the spin. That was a brave shot.
Or this time smashes it. This is going towards extra cover. And one more time, the chase is on. Good effort by the fielder to be able to stop it, but you can sense it. The intentions are now clear. They're trying to go after it, and they're not holding themselves back. Finishes off with a nice looking delivery. That is what he needs to do here. Just 7 in this over, and Amir Khan is on strike. Nicely cut away, and the misfield. That will allow another boundary. And now in single digits, just one shot away from victory. Amir Khan has really done an exceedingly good job in terms of leading from the front. He's still out there. He's producing a very good, timely innings. And now, that little bit of a time that he has spent out there is paying full dividends. Just 6 needed, and they have 8 overs to be able to do it. Amir Khan is out there with Sachita, and he needs to finish it nicely. Good looking delivery. Single first ball, and then Amir is on strike. He's trying to go after that glory shot. I can understand it, but trying to go for that kind of a shot against Prashant is never going to be easy. And at the time that goes straight to the fielder, a misfield will allow an opportunity for a run to be taken, but it looks like he's only decided to go for a single here. Just 4 runs needed and plenty of overs to be able to do it. Oh, beautiful delivery. The finger goes up. Sachita looks surprised, but I think it shouldn't be. Beautifully executed. The ball lands in that right area. And as often we have seen throughout this tournament, whenever Prashant has his tail up. He eventually will get you a wicket. It is something for the satisfaction of himself, but you have to say it's the match that has already slipped away, and maybe this damage is a little too late. Nevertheless, we have to give credit to that kind of a delivery here. If you can see, pitched on that good length and just spun like an absolute Webster. Gets the wicket, and one more time, we've seen that visual before. He gets the batter plumb in front. The big man, Sharvin Muniandi, is walking out to the middle, and he will join the captain at the other end, Amir Khan Malik. And after taking a little bit of time, he's up against Sharvin. Beautifully bowled. He decides to take a single, and Prashant is really trying to pick up a few more wickets here. He has just one more delivery remaining now. Amir Khan is on strike with just three needed. He definitely wouldn't want to lose his wicket, but he wants to finish with a flurry. And that is a glorious hit. There's a fielder there. It will only be a single, but he tried to go for a couple of runs there. A good over. Excellent bowling performance one more time from Prashant Madhukar. His 4 overs gone for 23, and he's picked up 2 wickets as well. 13 overs done. Only 2 runs required now for victory. And Perak are just being held back by some good bowling here. They're delaying the inevitable, but have to give credit to the hearts of Selangor here. They've played some absolutely brilliant cricket to have reached this far. It's just that cricket can sometimes be slightly unforgiving. Sometimes on the day, the better team will be coming out victorious. And I think that is what has happened today. They were exposed a little bit with their bat, and the bowling of Perak have to be given full credit. But even in this chase, Selangor have come out quite strongly. They picked up 5 wickets, but really they did not have enough runs on the board. Needed something extraordinary for them to happen, but that wasn't to be. Oh, that is glorious. That is huge. And that is going to be the most stylish shot for the finish. Eventually, it is the captain, Amir Khan, who has deposited that into the stand. And you can see that the teammates are charging in. They are happy. They have dominated. And that brings the innings to a close. Selangor batted throughout, showing moments of resilience and fight. But they managed to maintain momentum and did not really was able to put on a big total in the board. For Selangor, wickets fell at regular intervals, and that prevented them any kind of substantial partnership to develop. And Perak's bowling was absolutely top notch, full of discipline, and their execution was perfect. So, coming out to bat for this target, they've eventually won this match with 5 wickets in hand, and they've come out victorious. Looking at the match summary, it was that man, Hasnain Ahmed's run out, that really changed the complexion of the game. Mudita Lakshan once again stepped in with the ball in hand, picked up 2 wickets alongside his captain Amir Khan as well. And for Perak, when they came out to bat, Aslam Khan started quite exceedingly in terms of his reputation, scoring 21 of 16. Mudita was picked up by Prashant with a brilliant delivery, but Amir Khan remained there, played a captain's knock, and sealed it for Perak. So, with that, both teams have throughout shown tremendous skill and determination in this tournament, but eventually, this is going to be a very memorable chapter in terms of interstate cricket for Perak. So, with that, that is it from the Combox here. Perak have won this competition and quite comprehensively. And this is the grand finish that we were expecting from the start of this tournament. So I'm Abra Hussain. I'll be taking your leave, and Malaysia Cricket Association will be hosting plenty of such wonderful competition in recent times. So with that, I'll be taking your leave, but our viewers will be requested to stay with us for more cricketing contest up here. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of MCA Men's T20 Interstate Championship 2025. What a final we had today. Selangor versus Perak. Selangor have won the toss and elected to bat first. They put 101 for 10. What a bowling performance from Perak. Congratulations, guys. Perak won by 5 wickets at 13.1 overs. Tremendous batting by Amir Khan and his company. Once again, congratulations. And for us to present the award to the best players and player of the tournaments, may I invite Satish Kumar, Exco member and Media Communications of Malaysia Cricket, to present the award to all the players. The first starts with player of the final, Amir Khan, the captain, for 33 runs of 22, 2 wickets and 21 runs given in. Excellent bowling and batting performance all round. Thank you, Amir Khan. And most interesting award now comes here. It's the best batter of this tournament. Any guess, guys? Yes, Hasnain. Good batting, Hasnain. 422 runs, 8 matches, 157.37 strike rate. Well done, Hasnain. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Please stay here. Please. And best bowler of the award goes to Sachita Jayathilaka, the right arm leggy, nagging length, interesting bowler. 18 wickets in 8 matches, 4.68 economy. Congrats. And last but not the least, an interesting prospect, player of the series goes to Mudita Lakshan. Good job, good job. Batting points 431, bowling points 343 and total points 862. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the presentation. And here comes the medals for the runner-up team. For that, may I invite Dato Ahmed Faisal bin Ahmed Tajuddin, Vice President, Malaysia Cricket, to provide the medals to the runners-up team, Selangor. May I ask you guys, please come over and get the awards. Like a slide. Arif, all-rounder. What a performance. What a performance by Selangor. Come all through the way to the finals. Excellent performance. Just missed the finals. They beat KL in Super 6. Amazing batting by Captain Vijay in the previous game. Just missed this time. I hope they come back stronger in the coming games. Thank you, guys. Wonderful tournament you had. Beautiful performances. The loss is not the end. You have lots of time, lots of tournaments coming up. Like to thank Dato Ahmed Faisal bin for providing the medals. Thank you, guys. Good job for reaching the finals. Proud to be a runner. Next time you can be a champion, guys. Thank you so much. And with that, the captain will receive the award and also the check. Wonderful gesture. And may I request the champions team to receive the award, please. Perak, the champions of Men's T20 Interstate Championship, led by Amir Khan, Aslam Khan, everyone. Happy faces. Tremendous tournament you had, guys. Fantastic job. Such a dominant performance all through the game. No losses, all wins. Undefeated and undisputed. Thank you, guys, for your wonderful performance in the finals as well. 2 centuries. Century maker. Thanking again Dato Ahmed Faisal bin for providing the medals. Thank you for your patience, sir. Vice President of Malaysia Cricket. The champions team looking so happy. Support staffs are happy. The captain is coming last. All happy faces. What a tournament they had. Completed the games most of the times in less than 10 overs. In the finals, they won by 5 wickets at 13.1 overs. Total dominance in this tournament. Para is making a name with all these states playing. With that, the champions team will be getting the award, the champions trophy. A check worth of 25,000 awarded to the champions team, Para. Enjoy the time, guys. That's all from the presentation here. Let's enjoy. Thank you, sir.
Hey.